Hello and welcome to another edition of Crypto Corner. This is episode 103. This is my video podcast where we discuss everything related to cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. We're going to go through the markets again as we always do, and we're going to look at the news of the day. We have news concerning Bitcoin and Ethereum, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. And before we start, let me say thank you to the sponsors of this video. Coverland. This is a brand new community-driven lending platform based in Ohio, USA, that aims to decentralize the borrowing and lending industry with the use of blockchain technology. The Coverland platform allows borrowers to get access to hassle-free capital approved, voted and supported by the community treasury in order to get any size loan without the oversight of a bank. They have a pre-sale right now, which is already open, and you can find all of the details about it on their website. Just navigate to Services, Token Sale, and they also just announced a partnership with an exchange called BX. It is for their initial exchange offering, which starts on November the 28th. You can even earn some of these tokens for free by joining their community and taking part in the many social media challenges that are currently on offer. For full details, head over to coboutland.com. You can also grab the link from the description box in this video. They are also responsible for the giveaway of this video. I will talk about it at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Now let's go into the markets and see what is going on. Okay, so what is going on today? We have the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies is going up 450 billion today. The Bitcoin dominance is also going up 64% today, 64.1 in fact. Bitcoin's price is over 15,500, actually touching 15,600 as we speak. And Ethereum is also going up with it for $160 per Ether. And we see a lot of green here in terms of USD prices, in terms of fiat value on top of the top cryptocurrencies. But in fact, we see that in Bitcoin value, cryptocurrencies, altcoins are actually suffering. They're in the red. And we're talking about pretty much all of the top coins. We see that NEM has gained 4% in the last 24 hours against Bitcoin, 6% against fiat. Another one is Dash, just 1.80% in Bitcoin value, 3.63 in fiat value. UMA is actually doing very well today, 16% against Bitcoin, 18% against the dollar. And let me see, is there another big gainer? Yes, Loopring. Loopring is actually 24% up against Bitcoin and 26.67% against the US dollar, and it is currently at 20 cents. So these are in the top cryptocurrencies, these are the bigger gainers. Of course, there's even bigger gainers across the board, but I don't really talk about the low cap coins. We mainly focus on the top coins here. Okay, so what is actually happening with Bitcoin? Well, it is very well holding the mid 15 range prices, and I feel that very soon we're going to be aiming at another attempt. We're going to do another attempt at breaking that resistance of 16,000. We're going to see if that is going to happen. In fact, tomorrow is an important day because tomorrow, Thursday, is one of those days that we will be looking for clues to any change in the market conditions, because I've been talking about Bitcoin not being able to break the 16,000 resistance and possibly going to retest support. Well, tomorrow is going to give us that kind of a clue, because we've seen ever since September, we've seen that Thursday has been quite a good day for Bitcoin. There's only been 1 out of 9 Thursdays since the September low that we've seen Bitcoin going down, and on average Bitcoin has been gaining around 3% on Thursdays. So for some reason Thursday is actually becoming quite an important day. So we are looking at Thursday tomorrow, and we're going to see if it can actually push us beyond that 16,000 resistance level. And if that happens, then it will be big news. So on my Friday's episode, I will be talking about this. I will revisit this situation and see what's going to happen. As you know, I've been talking about a correction. So if it doesn't actually happen and we fail to break this resistance, it's very likely that we will go and retest support levels. And we currently have these support levels. I talked about them in the previous video. First, we have the support level here around 13,700, and if that doesn't hold, then we can go even to the lower level, which is at the 13,000 or even just below the 13,000, and we have even stronger support here at the mid 11,000 range. But the way I'm seeing this holding right now, it is a good few days of consolidation happening here. I feel that it's possible that even if we go to retest support, we will probably be stopped out at this support, and not very likely that we will break down further below. So for the Bitcoin bears, maybe not so very good news. But time will tell. It's a little too early yet to get a definite answer on that. However, I feel that it is even more likely that we will attempt another bull run and we will attempt another breaking of this 16,000 resistance levels. Ethereum is gaining strength as well. Ethereum is now 460. It was just a couple of days ago, it was 440, and before that it was 420, which was important level. I told you that if we break the 420 level, we will be going to 450. We did that as well. So now we are at 460. Are we chasing the 500 resistance level? Quite possibly so. And Ethereum has got some good news. I mean, not today actually. Today there's been a little bit of a problem with Ethereum's network. We're going to go through that when we look at the news. But all around, all across the board, we're seeing that a lot of other altcoins are gaining strength in fiat value. However, we see that because Bitcoin is so strong, they're not being able to catch up, and a lot of the altcoins are in fact quite in the red against Bitcoin. And if we look at the 30 days statistics, it's even worse. Most of the altcoins are, and we're talking against Bitcoin value, most of the altcoins in the last 30 days have suffered quite significant losses in value against Bitcoin, even though they have gained value against the US dollar. So for instance, Chainlink is 14.5% up against the dollar in the last 30 days, but it is 15% down against Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash is 7% up in fiat value, but it is 20% down in Bitcoin value. Litecoin, 70% up in fiat value, 13% down in Bitcoin value. Polkadot, even worse, 3% up in fiat value, but 23% down, more than 23% down in Bitcoin value. So if you are holding Bitcoin right now and you exited altcoins, you're doing well. Even if you're holding fiat and you exited some of these altcoins, you're still doing well, because we see that in fiat value, a lot of them are also suffering in the last 30 days and even in the last 24 hours as well. But right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum is really where you want to be, because these two are doing quite good gains. Bitcoin in the last 30 days, 35% gains. So if your money was in Bitcoin, good for you. If your money was in Ethereum, 20%, also good for you. Many people expect that Ethereum will actually do much better than Bitcoin in the coming months with the Ethereum 2.0 that is to be launched on the 1st of December. So we're going to see how this will play out. It's possible that it will actually catch up with Bitcoin's gains and maybe even surpass them. I'm expecting that as well. Especially if Bitcoin starts correcting, which is due, then it's even more likely that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin. But for the moment, Bitcoin is where your money should be. And I've said it many times, when Bitcoin starts doing this kind of sharp jumps or even pullbacks, then the altcoins are bleeding. So you don't really want to be in altcoins during these kind of market moves. Okay, this is about the market. Now let's look at the news. Okay, well, the first news is that the Bitcoin fees are actually going down very much so right now as we speak. The Bitcoin network mempool shrunk to its smallest size since mid-October. And this week is actually when the hash power of Bitcoin soared, and that's probably one of the reasons. So the clear mempool is basically where all of the pending transactions are stored before they get confirmations, before they get recorded to blocks. And typically we used to have thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of unconfirmed transactions pending and just waiting in the mempool to be picked up by the miners. So the fact that we now have a clear mempool, it means that thousands of stuck transactions that were pending confirmations were included in recent blocks, leaving very few unconfirmed transactions still outstanding. A smaller mempool is good news, because for regular Bitcoin users, it reduces competition amongst the fresh transactions, and this way transactions get confirmed quicker and they have lower fees. This is very important because the fees have been a big problem for Bitcoin for a long time. Average Bitcoin transaction fees reached the peak, if you remember, of $13 in mid-October, or even towards the end of October. They were quite high. So right now we're actually seeing the opposite. We're seeing very few transactions pending, around 7,000 at the time of me recording this video, and the transaction fees are going really low. We are seeing somewhere around 3 satoshis per byte, or roughly 11 cents per transaction. Some users are even reporting fees as low as 1 satoshi per byte for transactions that have been confirmed within just a few hours. But I don't really recommend that you lower your fee to 1 satoshi per byte, because this is really low, guys. And as soon as we see more transactions starting to get piled up and waiting for confirmations, then your transaction might start waiting for even longer than a few hours, and you don't really want that. So I would say 3 satoshis, between 3 and 9 satoshis is a very good price for a transaction for you to pay, satoshis per byte, by the way. And I have another video where I'm explaining how to reduce your transaction fees, because some wallets by default would have something like maybe 20 or 30 satoshis per byte. Sometimes they would have 15, 16 satoshis per byte and by default, and you might be able to choose a fast transaction or a low transaction fee or something like that. But you can also even just go and choose how many satoshis per byte you want to pay for your transaction. You can do that with quite a few wallets, with Ledger, with blockchain, with I'm not sure about Coinbase, but I did another video, so make sure that you check it out. It will be popping up here if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, just find it in the description box. I will link it in the description box. I'm giving you examples on how to change your transaction fees with a few different wallets, and what you need to do, and how to also find what is a decent transaction fee according to the time when you're actually sending that transaction. There are a couple of websites and even a Twitter account that is actually giving you updates on transaction fees and what is a good transaction fee to pay right now, so that your transaction can be included in the next block, or maybe you're not really in a hurry, so you don't care about that. But all of that I explained in my other videos, so make sure that you check it out. So this is about transaction fees. Now, in other news, we have the Bitcoin Cash is now getting into another hard fork, and is actually is recording its record lows against Bitcoin, as I just showed you in the markets. This is not very good news for Bitcoin Cash and for Bitcoin Cash holders or Bitcoin Cash lovers. DCforecasts.com is reporting on it. They say that the altcoin traders continue to feel pain as Bitcoin gains while Bitcoin Cash hits record lows. The data that they have today shows that as of November the 10th, Bitcoin Cash is worth less in Bitcoin terms than ever before. At the press time, the article continues, the Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin pair traded at 0.017 BTC, comfortably beating the previous record low of 0.024 that was seen in December 2018. The announcement of another hard fork of the Bitcoin Cash network is set for November the 15th, so this is just in a few days from now, but it did nothing to increase the coin's price as the data shows, and they have here a chart. So if you want to find out more about it, I will have the link to this article in the description box. It is basically not very good news for Bitcoin Cash lovers, and as you know, I'm actually not really a fan of this coin. Anyway, there's many people who are trading it, and I'm also trading it, and sometimes I've done very well with this coin. It is definitely not in my long-term portfolio, however. It is one of those coins that I would only trade when I see, from technical analysis perspective, if I see some good chance that that it will be going up, I will do some swing trading on it. Anyway, in other news, this is the not so good news for Ethereum. The Ethereum network is actually suffering an outage. Infura, which is one of the key service providers for the Ethereum network, is down, and the problem was first reported via Infura's website, where it was confirmed that the service was experiencing outage at around 8 a.m. Universal Time Standard this morning. The team has since confirmed that the problem's root cause has been identified, with additional capacity added and system recovery operations in progress. In response, some exchanges have actually stopped withdrawals, such as Binance, and MetaMask is also experiencing some issues. Infura is one of the principal service providers powering Ethereum's mainnet, and some Ethereum skeptics point to incidents such as this one to criticize the blockchain, claiming that dependence on a service provider to run nodes highlights a lack of true decentralization. So not great news for Ethereum, but as we saw, that didn't really hurt the network so much. The price of Ethereum keeps going up. People are still trading it heavily on the exchanges and everything. So it doesn't really mean that you should really be afraid or anything like that. Binance has temporary hold withdrawals, but I'm pretty sure that they will resume very soon. Maybe even by the time I publish this video, it will already be sorted out. So these were the latest news. This is what's happening now. Let's go into my giveaway and find out what exactly, if you've missed any of my previous episodes, let's look into my giveaway. Okay, and as I said, the Coverland team is responsible for today's giveaway, this week's giveaway, I should say. 250 Coverland tokens are up for grabs. In fact, 3 winners will be getting 250 Coverland tokens each. And I was going to announce the winners today, but I decided to do that in my next video on Friday, because it is at the end of the week. So I said, let's just run this throughout the whole of the week. So you still have a chance to leave a comment below this video or my previous video, and also give us a like. Make sure that you're a subscriber to this channel, and this will enter you into the draw for this giveaway. So I will pick 3 winners of this 250 Coverland tokens prize, and it will be from the comments. Make sure that you leave any kind of a comment except spam. Spam comments will not count, and I do get a lot of spam. I try to clear most of it, but every now and then there is some spam that goes through. So if you are leaving spam comment, it will not count. And I will be picking 3 winners, so make sure that you leave comments on this video, leave a comment on my previous video, or even the previous one. So the last 3 videos that I did have this giveaway announced, so it will count towards this giveaway. I will pick winners on Friday, and this is everything from this video, guys. Thanks for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed this content, and also for all of you who are leaving likes and commenting, it means the world to me. Thank you very much for all your comments and likes. I'm very grateful for that. Now I'm signing off, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.